You're good.
Okay, we'll go ahead on the Board of Works meeting together for the April 12th, 2026 meeting. Let the minutes reflect all board members are present. First item on the agenda will be the minutes of April 14th, 2026. Board members had a time to review.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item will be sewer adjustments, April 14th, 26th through May 11th, 26.
I'll make a motion to approve.
A motion to approve.
Second.
Have a second by Joe. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
You need one?
Next item will be,
Sewer adjustments.
No, just a lot. You got both sewer adjustments.
I have to vote.
You got two.
next item on the agenda will be old business. Board members, any old business?
I do not.
Nope.
Oh.
Any old business, Chris?
I do not.
Then we'll move into,
Oh, there is that pay request on old business.
yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay.
You have, Jeremy was not able to be here, so he emailed some things to Chris that he can cover here about some updates.
Yeah. Dave, if you want to touch on any of this, you guys got copies of all this.
You wanted to get them today.
Got the pay application, we'll go over here in just a minute. So you have to update, let you guys, if you got any questions, he had a lot here to come to touch into them, but you guys got any questions on any of that?
I do not.
The other thing that he did have is, sent me, and we were gonna touch on is, for the stormwater, along 31, Aaron Houchins, Congressman Houchins, got that added to the current bill, that will go before Congress, in the amount of, where was it,
$540.
$540,000 to repair that stormwater and that, so, if that ever goes through, Congress and Senate, the President signs it, we should be receiving funding for it.
Great.
So that will not be to cover the whole cost, but he is reaching out to,
He's reached out to,
NDOT's
NDOT.
cost share on that.
yeah,
so that's all looking good. Hopefully that gets it approved.
Yeah, that's
So,
good. It's great.
you know,
So what's that for?
that's for the whole
That's for
sewer.
The whole sewer, replacing that whole.
stormwater down through there.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
It's not good plus, we get that approved.
Yes, yeah.
And then the last is pay request 2 for Mitchell and Stark. In the amount of $59,180.25. Jeremy had recommended that be approved. Anybody got any questions on that? That's on the UV system installation.
So how much was the amount on that?
$59,180.25.
So I need a motion to pay the
Yeah, I need a motion.
second payment on
I'll
that.
make that.
The motion by Joe,
Second.
second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
I had a couple things to go over, if you can do that now.
So let me ask there on that, for that UV system though, where we at on that? Is he getting him to make the last pour yesterday?
They're getting ready to set the unit. The problem that's come up is that during the design phase of this thing, we asked them about how the unit needed to be mounted. And they said, and we were just gonna take, put it in the channel and grout it in, you know, they said that's fine. And then we asked, in the shop drawing phase, when we bought this unit, we asked them about the effluent weir on the thing, and they said, you don't need one, you know. Now, couldn't find out, neither one of those things is true, that now they want a weir downstream of the unit, and you can't grout it in the center because there's actually a ventilation system, an air ventilation system, in addition to the water cooling system, to keep that compartment cool, and that air blows into that channel, so we can't grout it in, and that creates the problem that you can get, even if you put a roof over it, you know, you can still get water in that channel. So we're gonna have to put a drain from that channel to a little sump pump and then pump it back over the wall, you know. So we're trying to get contractor to give us pricing on that, come to this board and ask them, you know, to do that. We'll probably just go ahead and approve, because I don't think we have a choice, you know. But I wanted this board to be aware of that is, it's gonna come due, it's gonna be a change order. And, it's stuff that we checked out during the design, and we were told we didn't need or need to worry about, you know. So now it's become an issue, so I got a call into the representative to chat with him, and the startup date, the current startup date we have is like July 4th, you know. So I either need the unit, and it's gonna be installed up and running even with these changes, because they're not that significant, and, or, I mean, it don't cost, it all matters, but they're not that time consuming to get them done. So I still think we're gonna be ready to start a week or two before the July 7th or 4th day, whatever it is. It's early in July. So I'm gonna try to push that back, you know, and then I'm gonna beat on about this, particularly about this weir thing that, you know, because if I would have known it needed a weir, I mean, it was in the specs that was to be supplied with UV in it. And then when they said they didn't need it, we just said, okay, it's fine, it's your design. So anyway, it's kind of up in the air. We're trying to argue with them over who's gonna pay for the weir. And, you know, in my opinion, the drainage thing too, but I don't think we're gonna get that out of them. But, you know, it's frustrating for me at this standpoint to have these issues come up when we thought we had them addressed. So it's not an insurmountable thing, or it's not a stopper, it's just another bump in the road. We're going to try to get that done. The other two things I've been working on is this sewer use ordinance revision that was required in your somewhat recently issued NPDES discharge permit. And it requires that you have all the specific language in your pretreatment ordinance. And we reviewed it, sent it to the state, we finally got the feedback from the state. They want several things added. So I was going to mock the ordinance up and then send it to you guys for review. And then if it's okay with you all, then we have to go through and get into the process to get the ordinance changed. So that's coming up here soon, because I just got that last week, I think, the response from IDEM. And I've also been asking them about the pH of the industrial user in your system that's permitted. And we felt like that needed to be raised from 5 to 6. And they gave me the procedure to go through to get that done, because IDEM will have to change and modify their pretreatment permit, you know, in order for that to truly result in what we want, you know, i.e. the pH coming from Pepsi now will be around 6 instead of around 5. So that's in the works. And then the other thing I mentioned to you last time I was here is that we need to develop what's called an ERP, or enforcement response plan. It's a standardized process that's codified in your regulations or your ordinances that it shows industrial users how you're going to proceed with any violations of the pretreatment or pretreatment ordinance or their pretreatment permit. So it's just a guide, and I did get my hands on a template from IDEM. So I've got the template now. I got that when I got the response to the sewer use ordinance question. So I'll put those together. Should have them at your next board meeting for y'all to look at it and discuss. Or hopefully I'll issue them before that and you can look at it. So that's what I've been feeling about.
Any questions for Dave? Appreciate it, Dave.
No problem. I appreciate it.
Okay, no other old business. We'll jump into the new business. And as you'll notice, we have someone else attending the meeting with us today that hasn't been coming. And that's to reference the First item on the new businesses is the employee promotion. What we've got is, Chris has went through the apprentice program, I think, for the last year and a half, 2 years to get his certification. So now he's achieved that. He will now be, a class 3 operator after today, after we make the, move to, adopt him in this meeting, you know, so, congratulations, Chris, on your opportunity to move forward with your licensing. And, with that being said, I'll entertain a motion to approve. A motion by Trevor,
Second.
second by Joe, all in favor? Motion carries. So now we just have to send the paperwork to, you already got your, permit and your number, your license number, give that to Melissa.
Yep.
Okay. Congratulations. Next item on the agenda will be the purchase of the camera system for the sewer lines that we, Chris, I was gone that day with you.
Yeah, I reached out to all of you. Roger was gone. Chris and John called me and had me come down. Roger asked me to go down and look at this camera system. I don't know much about it. They can tell you about it. It's to shoot the lines, televise. They can film. Guys want to touch base on any of this?
So what it's really designed for is a push camera and what it can do, and I sent a report to Roger and Chris about this too, and I can forward or CC anybody else that wants to be involved on it. So what it's good for is push camera down through laterals to see what holes are at, what joint separation, infiltration, or any type of eye and eye that's involved. With that being said, we actually had an instance last week where we used the camera and we was able to find a clog in a lateral that would have cost us a full day's worth of work to fix. Instead, we used the camera and we was able to repair it, fix it in less than an hour, 2 hours. With that being said, it measures out the distance. So when you push camera the feet down a lateral, it measures the distance, it gives you a camera display, and it shows everything that you're seeing inside that pipe. So it allows you to see what you can't see above the ground.
So I called you gentlemen about it. Price was $8,000. You agreed that the guy was on site to purchase it, so I just wanted to get a formal.
It's a tool we've needed for quite some time.
Absolutely.
To be honest with you, and we've priced a lot of them, but we've never found one that reasonable. So we've already put it to good use, paid for itself already. So I'm glad we went ahead and went along with this purchase. So I'll leave a motion to approve that purchase.
Motion. Second.
Motion and second, all in favor? Motion carries. Okay, moving along. Agreement with the SRI lien assist.
Yeah, just, Josh, I need board approval on this.
Yeah, authorization.
Okay, just offer. Back last fall, I sent Sarah, my chief deputy, to school up at Muncie, and one of the things they talked about was this group, it's SRI Lien Assist, streamlines the way we do liens. At the time, I don't think the county was on board. Ryan reached out, Gabbard, a couple of weeks ago. I think the county's wanted to talk about this. They're gonna be on board. What it does is it allows, when we do the liens, that now when we file liens, we're able to see step by step when they receive money, we're able to see, instead of having to wait till June. You know, when they pay their taxes, and that's credit, we're able to see what we're getting, what liens. So it streamlines this. County's on board with it. We're on board. It's gonna make a big difference in what we do. Hopefully, the counties, you know, it helps them, helps us. I just want your guys' approval to move forward with this.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor? Motion carries. Okay. Guess we'll jump into the department heads. Shane, street department. You got something to do?
Yep, had a very successful first week of the cleanup, biggest one yet we've ever had. had 93 loads in the 3 days. 22 Thursday, 18 Friday, and then had 53 loads Saturday. We filled 4.5 dumpsters, so it went real good. Real good. Next thing I got, I'm going to be, around fall last year, we did some street cuts, sewer cuts that we need to get paid, and we'll go ahead and get those done here soon. Of course, they shut the blacktop plants down, you know, through the winter, had to go through winter, but everybody started back, so I'm gonna have to get those paid and, fixed.
How many cuts you got?
There's 8 or 9, maybe, John, 7 or 8. Yeah, I'm thinking around 8 we've got. But I'll get a quote from All-Star like we had in the past, you know, they're wastewater cuts from the new builds.
Yeah.
So, get them, but I think in the past, I didn't have to get that approved, did I, Chris, or?
No.
Yeah.
Some of the cuts where they stuck a full cuts too,
No, I started it comes back, they do their own.
but they have some on Man Avenue, street cuts.
They got a couple, yeah.
Yeah.
One they've already fixed, but there's one that's not, and Church Street too, all the way across, so. But I'll stay on them about those, they usually do a good job of coming back fixing those. But that's all I got right now.
Questions for Shane? Smiling, Joe, what's on your mind?
Shane didn't spend any money.
I'm not getting John's money, street cuts.
Tyler, give us an update.
Ordnance wise, I'll say mowing season grass, so kind of stress, that issue there, having a few hiccups there, some vacant properties. Shane and the guys have been great to work with, and what's not, been working with them, and then, been taking care of getting mowed for us. Still on the trash, and still passing out flyers, good to hear Shane said, pretty done's been going well. That's what we want, one more week, so I'm still trying to get flyers where I can, and people take advantage of that. Building wise, they have 8 or 9 houses framed on Audrey now, so they've got a couple wet. In the process of doing one today, but a couple wet to be completely framed up. So they're advancing, moving on that part, moving forward there. I noticed, you all noticed the issue there with Duncan, it's been kind of, on hold per se for a little bit. I talked to the gentleman, that's my contact there, had a few hiccups, they seemed like they figured out what they need to figure out, and he told me they'll be exactly get back there, ramping up there, back on site, and should be continuing to work here soon to keep that process going. So that's all I got.
Questions? Thank you. Do you want to give a report for the wastewater?
I got
Is John going to do that today?
So for the previous month, we had a total amount of 7 cleanouts that we cleaned due to blockages and clogs. The new gate valve for Pepsi came in. Pepsi will be shutting down this weekend, the weekend of 5/16, 5/17, and wastewater department will be installing a new gate valve, this on 5/16. We're gonna break ground on 5/15. Should be finished 5/16. So what that does is it provides safety for us when we have to get to lift station 8 and have to do any work in there. Last month, from 4/9 to 5/11, we have received 8.4 inches of rain at the wastewater department. We've had a report 2 overflow reports for IDM. That being said, we're still working on a collection system, trying to improve that and keep that clean, so we don't have to do that. We worked on manhole on Wade and Boo due to the smell that we're getting complaints about. Continue to monitor that and upkeep that. Repaired 2 force mains, one on Boo Road and one on Church Street. They were hit by a boring, so we had to replace those. And then, obviously we are touch base, but we received a new push camera, and we've already made a lot of progress in using that to help us with our day-to-day operations. And that's all we got for the month of.
So when are they going to install the new meter? for the water? You gonna redo that?
I went down there, I paid, I got the application, they told me, which a couple weeks, when did I do that? Right after the last meeting. And, they said they had to take it from the board, and then it's usually within the next month after they take it from the first board meeting, they do that. So I'm looking at any time, they just came down not long ago and marked it for locates, so I'm sending that.
Okay.
That'd be real soon, I'll let you guys know.
Any questions? You get off easy, they ride John pretty hard.
On me. All right, last month, the department, answered 693 calls for service, 14 arrests, 17 citations, 17 warnings, 5 accident reports, and 50 reports were taken. I don't really had too much, the vehicle we deemed excess, went through the auction, was it last week, Chris? Week before?
I went down last week and got it, so, yeah.
We sold it, and I think it went for 6,500, so Chris was, went down there, got the check and all that stuff through Clark County. Just to let you guys know, Don Campbell, has reached out to Robbie Henson Memorial Runs, always Memorial Weekend. So it's gonna be the 22nd, 22nd, the morning of.
23rd. You said it's Friday.
Okay, 22nd is graduation, so, so we'll have some streets blocked off, I'll coordinate with the fire department, so if anybody's out and about town, around 9 o'clock in the morning, usually we're done, 45 minutes or so. That's about all I have. I do have one issue, and Josh, me and you talked about it. The sheriff's department reached out, James Campbell. We have a lot of excess lights from older cars that we stripped out from like the Crown Vics from years ago. James Campbell with the sheriff's office has reached out wanting to know if we can donate some of these so they can upfit some of the Crown Vics up there. Right now, when we get new cars, we get new lights, they're just basically sitting there. So I have a list, I won't go through all this, I'll just give it to you, Chris. You could just deem, this equipment excess and we'll donate it to the sheriff's office, and we don't want it back. Once they're done with it, they can dispose of it. Should I do that right, Josh?
Yeah, so I'll do the motion to declare excess.
I'll make it.
Second, if you guys want to see it, like I said, he's typed it out, I had him go through and figure out exactly what he wants, so.
We probably got some other stuff in there, haven't we?
Yeah, so.
Stuff not used to.
And here's the deal, red and blue lights, we can't really, they have to go back to emergency responders anyway, so. Like I said, I think there's some old radar units, but like I said, I think they're 15, 16 years old. All of our guys have them in the cars now, so we're not gonna read.
So I think, Tom, you made the motion. Did you make a motion on that, declare our Joe?
Joe, yeah. Joe.
All in favor? Motion carries.
And I don't know, like I said, they gave me that form. I don't know if Josh wants you to sign that, or we just give them the minutes, or that's what they.
Maybe take, it's got council members listed if we want.
Hey, you guys, declare excess.
Scott, I've not seen one.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, I'm okay if you sign it, but it's not council action, it wouldn't be going through council, so.
Okay. It's already done, we declared it, so we're good.
Thank you.
And I guess, Chris, I guess I need to go back to chair.
I'll make
You wanna make a copy of it, put it in the minutes, and I'll get it back to Gary.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It's not all you got. Not all you have.
What do you forget?
Big one. He's gonna let me bring it up.
Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, I was waiting until next.
Now, we're gonna talk about this meeting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right, so,
Okay, certainly.
Sean, you go ahead and I'll,
Okay. Well, we just got the trial stuff today, so I didn't know if we were gonna do that, but anyways, we've reached out, to Axon. Our tasers are about 10 or so years old. I just sent Scotty back down to the instructor, and basically it's to the point where eventually they're gonna stop making equipment for the ones that we carry just because they're so low. So we reached out to a rep. They have different, I guess, plans or whatever, you can bundle stuff. So we've been looking into body cams. So me, Roger, Chris, Scotty, all did a meeting with our Axon rep in Indiana. And went over some options. I forget, we ended up giving Chris four to five quotes of different things, bundles, tasers, and cameras. Today they just shipped out. I think we got 4 old style, 1 the new style for a trial run. We got a meeting with them Tuesday to set all that up.
is that the second page?
Trevor picked the cheapest one.
That's, I like that.
But it's 4 different ones. I forget whether they have a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan on each one of them.
So basically on that, so they would get new cameras this year. 2.5 years, they would get new cameras, get replaced, and then at the 5-year mark, they would get new cameras replaced.
So they, pretty much the way I understand, they run it more, it's more like your cell phone. You sign a contract, you pay a bill, and then, like I said, they bundle in the tasers. So with the tasers, you would buy the tasers, and then you would have to buy the cartridges, and you'd have to buy the training coupons to send somebody to train. You would have to buy, the suits, the VR, all that stuff. Well, now they just bundle it all in. So you get your tasers, and then they send you so many cartridges a year. They send you so many training cartridges a year. The new tasers, they have rechargeable batteries, so you don't have to buy new batteries each time one goes dead. And then like Chris said, with the cameras, it was every 2.5 years you basically send them the upgrade.
From my perspective, I think we sat through 2 Zoom meetings, and I think, looking those over, I think our best option, as far as locking in the price, is the 10-year plan. Because after 5 years, there's gonna be an increase. If you do it now, you don't get the increase. I kinda think that's the best plan for us to look at, but yeah,
I forget what he said. He told us.
And I think the 10-year
inflation that they usually do.
the 10-year gives a little bit better price.
It was so many years. It went up so much.
Yeah.
But we would be locked in.
Yes.
I'd defer to Josh on this, but, as far as just the way things go anymore, this covers, not only protects the citizens, but protects our officers.
Sure, but
Is this set up to where you pay it once a year, every
Yes.
August?
Yeah, well, he said we could work that out.
He said you could work it out. Said basically they break it down where it's a yearly, but if you want to do twice a year,
monthly.
monthly, he said they're pretty much flexible as far as that, but they just, on the quote, they break it down once a year. And he said too, what did he say, Chris? like if we wanted to implement it this year, it would be, he could cut it where it wouldn't be as much this year start and then have something next year where it's budgeted in,
Yeah,
so.
It looks like they give you a discount if you go up 10 years instead of 5.
Yeah, and they lock the process so they don't get an increase. If you go back in 5 years and want to redo another one, you're gonna have an increase in the price.
now the only, of course, I'll say this, everything I say anymore, feel like, my only concern is moving forward with Senate Road Act 1, how this is gonna affect public safety LIP. How Senate Road Act 1 plays out, how we're gonna generate revenue moving forward. But I feel like, just from a standpoint of, incidences, for record requests involving everything really, but I think this kind of covers our bases. I think long term,
And to,
trying to make it work.
and like I said, we went with Axon because they're proven, they've been around a long time. The prosecutor's office actually just signed something with Axon for the evidence stuff, so all of this stuff would integrate in.
Some of
To
you,
make our tasers.
some of you already signed a contract for, prosecutor's office,
I think theirs was 10.
10 years.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Are any of the other agencies doing it?
Doing cameras,
Not yet.
not yet. Like I said, it's one of the things I've talked to our guys. Nobody's against it. I think it's a tool. It'll help us, keep us accountable and help us out of, make sure everything that we're notating is accurate. And like I said, even with court and stuff like that, it's a whole lot easier for us to just watch the video. And like I said, it's one of them things that we're kind of, we've been behind the times on stuff, and I understand we're small, but, we go to the academy, we go everywhere else, and, everybody has them.
I think the cameras, Sean, they come with, a switch on their taser and their gun.
So
So
we-
if they ever draw the weapon, pull the taser out, it starts, and it records, how far, does it go back 2 minutes or
2
something?
minutes prior.
2 minutes prior, it has that recording also.
So
So
basically,
whatever lead
the new
led up to
taser,
that.
the new taser is automatic. As soon as you pull your taser out, you turn it on, power it on, keep your camera on. And then they got a thing called signal that goes on your holster. Anytime your gun comes out of your holster, camera comes on. They also have another thing that, does for lights and sirens. But we're not going with the car cameras. We're just going with the body ones right now. So I kind of, with price, didn't add that in. But critical incidents, if you got your gun or your taser out, I don't see the camera.
Is there a feature there to where if one camera is activated, if you got other officers with it, does it activate their
I
cameras
think,
as well?
he didn't go over that, but I don't know if that's
I
extra.
heard there was a feature there,
Yeah,
would activate everybody's cameras or everybody's.
that'll be something I have to ask. I'll be honest with you, we've had 1 or 2 meetings with this guy, and we just now got the trial equipment. I just went and signed for it.
That might be a feature we could talk to him about, don't have to, maybe a little more cost.
Do we want to table it until we use the trial stuff?
I just want to make you guys aware of
But
it.
here's the deal, even if we do that, I've got a lot of policy training. It's gonna be something where we're not just gonna roll it out overnight.
When we talked to the guy the rep, we had actually talked to about possibly rolling it out maybe in August.
He was, like I said, he was gonna send me the stuff. That's why I was gonna bring it up in June. But we get to roll out the trial and come to council in June.
Cheer that Joe.
No, sir.
Possibly, we talked about, the gentleman about possibly rolling this out in August.
This-
Getting everybody on board, acclimated to it, and decide what policy we want, which one plan to go with, and roll it out in August.
Sean, do you remember what the officer safety plan is?
It's 12-12.
It's the
It's a
12.
1-for-1.
It's a
You have to- you
1-for-1.
have to do
This one has, this one has 9, body,
tasers.
9 tasers, and 12 body cannons. So they're getting 3 body for reserves.
So the way I looked at it is we have 3 full cars. So, and we have some, not all reserves, we have some reserves that come out on their own. If they're on their own, I wouldn't have one. If they're in the car driving, they're by themselves, they could have one. So I got 3 extra ones. That means that we got 3 extra cars, 3 extra cameras. If you're driving, if you're by yourself, there's at least a camera in the car. If you're reserved, 4th of July or whatever, they're gonna be around officers that don't have it. Or if there's other officers out, jump in the car with officers that have it. And then tasers, I mean, it's a pretty big expense. And it would be, if you got the 3 or 4 extra, they would sit on station and have to be signed in and out. So I don't know what that looks like. I know equipment, sometimes it doesn't get used every day, or, somebody's not having it every day. Is it worth the cost? So,
Right now, it's just something for us to look at and decide which plan we choose. And then move forward from there. Good. We'll move on. Todd, you have anything you want to present?
Everything's looking good.
And we will be getting with you to discuss some future. I mean, we're not just pushing you out the door, so
Oh, I understand.
we want to talk to you about that. Chris, I'll be getting with you and some of the board members and discuss the future.
Sounds good to me whenever you guys
We do
want.
thank you for what you have stepped up to the plate and helped us out quite a bit in the meantime, so we do appreciate that as well. John, you have anything? This may be possibly your last meeting you have to attend, but now when he's absent, you gotta be in his presence.
Yes.
Well, less money spent.
I just gonna say, we'll save some money now.
I didn't hear him ask for a dime. Okay, anything else? Anybody? Alice, you got anything to add?
No.
Here, go ahead.
I do, I've got, I'm gonna ask you guys I've got 3 laptops in my office. We're upgrading to a new, new software this year to BSNA. The computers, old laptops that the staff is outdated. We bought them during COVID. I need to purchase,
I think we bought
we
five.
purchased 3, I purchased 3 new laptops for them. I've got 3 that I need to declare excess. So if you guys would motion. Thank you.
Motion a second, all in favor? Carries.
Last thing I have, I didn't bring it with me. Still trying to figure it out, the sewer bill, or for the electric bill for the sewer plant was $84 this month. I was down from 1,000 last month.
Don't try to figure it out.
Yeah, well, I just want to make sure, but, yeah,
It's great.
yeah.
Hope that's real.
That's what they said.
We're not sending anything back to the grid yet, right?
I've not seen anything yet,
You know, we've been selling that electric back to the grid.
I think it says it on that meter, you can tell how much is being sold back, Now, I don't know if it has a totalizer or if that's just an instantaneous reading, but it tells you whether or not they're using the power or whether it's going to the grid,
Roger, I don't know if Chris mentioned to you about O'Mare coming and talking about. Did you mention that, Chris?
I have not, Jesse just told me just a little bit
I
ago.
had Melissa give me a card for a guy to call, but that'd probably be,
But they were interested in maybe using one of our places, right, to store some stuff.
that'd be a TIF property, so we'll have to go from there.
Are they doing that road job?
I'll let the TIF decide that on that pit parcel down there, and I'll have to discuss that with Josh. Anything else?
I may have missed it if you brought it up. Did we get the old skid steer moved?
Not yet, no, I gotta get you the serial numbers and then we gotta get with, we need to get with him, Chris.
I can actually,
We need to
I'll
get with-
reach out, just have them call you, whatever you set it up, that way you got it on your guys' laptops over here, and it's, whenever we did it, it's real easy, like I said, if you just put like automobile or whatever it is, and serial number, just like a brief description, a few pictures, and just, you know, if you want to reserve, if you don't, and then it runs all of it, for you, and then it'll send you an email saying if somebody got it, and you just, print like a bill, it'll print a bill of sale off for you, they come here and they agree.
We'll get that done soon, sure.
So that's where just anybody can bid on it, because we've had a couple that's.
Yeah, it's open, it's public.
Open to,
Okay.
I forget the name of the website or whatever, it's like publicsurplus.com or
So
whatever.
everybody have a chance to bid on it, I know John mentioned he had, and I had somebody call.
Yeah, once, yeah, they're really good. I mean, it's one of the things where you'll have a rep, they'll help you do whatever.
Yeah.
And then they can probably, I mean, I think they even can send you a link that you can put on the city stuff or when they go to the actual public site.
Oh, that's good, it's fair for all, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it's open, and then like I said, if it's something that you have a reserve and you don't like it,
All right,
there's a lot of options.
anything else? Motion, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Carries.
I'll